Halloween has come and gone, but that does not mean I'm done talking about creepy things. Adult Swim released a new short under their Adult Swim Smalls category of shorts. That's where Becky and Joe from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared released 2 shorts of their own, and this short is called Opal. It was released on October 30th, I believe, fairly late at night. I saw it on October 31st at like 2 a.m., so, you know, still fairly late at night when I finally caught this one. It's created by Jack Stauber, and oh my god, this is one of the greatest things I've seen in a long time. In terms of short animation, this is a masterpiece. No question in my mind whatsoever. And it might be a subjective thing for sure. I'm always a sucker for that claymation style. I know claymation, you know, it's coined by that one guy, but that claymation style, that stop motion style, whatever you want to call it, is always appealing to me. I think that it can make things just unintentionally creepy, but when it needs to be creepy, that's when you have a lot more leeway with it. And Opal, this short, does a tremendous job of that. And on top of how creepy it looks, how creepy the story of this short is, it has some awesome music in it. I'm not even kidding. For something that looks like this, would you expect it to have a really great soundtrack? Probably not, but it does. And on all accounts, for all my research, that 100% comes down to the writer and director, Jack Stauber, a guy I've never heard of before, but I wish I knew about him sooner, because this is really incredible. This whole style, this VHS type recording style with the stop motion animation and music, it just flows together perfectly, and that definitely isn't an easy thing to do. This clearly is something that feels like it shouldn't work, but does, and that just shows how much effort went into it. I'm not going to spoil anything about it because that's not what I do in these quick review videos. I like to just keep it down to you should watch it, but I will say the story of this show, or this short rather, is tremendous. The way it's all laid out, all its twists and turns, I won't give any of them away, but the way this story is laid out makes you think one way and then the real way by the end. That's all I'll say about it. And it might take a little bit of digging to get to that point, but to lay out a story in that fashion that made me have to watch it twice to actually kind of get it is just tremendous, because it's not hidden too deep below the surface where you really have to dig, or too high where it's just obvious after one viewing. It's perfectly in between. Everything about this just screams quality and passion put into a project. It is yet another thing airing on Adult Swim that I can happily give a 10 out of 10 to. The last thing I gave a 10 out of 10 of on Adult Swim was, of course, Smiling Friends, Psychic Pebbles pilot episode for his show. That was a perfect pilot episode. I really enjoyed that. I thought it did everything a pilot episode needed to do. In terms of shorts, Opal nails it. This is perfect. You can check it out on YouTube, on Adult Swim's YouTube channel. I'll have it linked in the description below. Keep your eye out for Jack Stauber. This is clearly a very talented person. It's an incredible project that I highly recommend you check out. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, so you know I really like this short. It's just tremendous. It blew me out of the water, and I wish I could have talked about it sooner, but you know, some things were popping up that I just couldn't get around to it in time. I mean, hell, my whole recording setup is all flipped around now, so some stuff has been changing, but this short is just incredible. You should definitely check it out. That's all I have for Opal right now. I probably will and analyze it a little bit. I don't want to say analyze because it really doesn't take much analysis to get the story of this, but it is a story that's really interesting and compelling and laid out in a perfect way, so maybe I'll revisit this short twice on the channel. I'd like to do 2 videos on it, but we'll see if that winds up happening. I have a lot of stuff I need to watch and review, a lot of stuff to look into with renewals for cartoons and movies coming out, all this great stuff. I'm really excited to get into it, but go check out Opal. It's 12 minutes long. You will not regret it, I guarantee you. My name's Mr. Cal, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.